Hello, so today I'm going to share with you the number one reason why it is important to change your thoughts. And I'm going to share with you a simple observational tool that will help you to do this. So hold on, this is going to be good. You see, our thoughts are energy, right? And we are constantly manifesting with these thoughts. With our focused thoughts, we create our reality. Okay? Now, the problem with this, though, is that unfortunately about 80% of our thoughts throughout the day are negative. Okay? So we are currently manifesting with these thoughts, right? Now, think how powerful your manifestations could be if your thoughts were positive and they were focused towards your purpose and your truth. Wouldn't that be amazing? Let me help you to change your thoughts. But how do we change our thoughts if most of the time we're not even aware that we're thinking them? How do we even notice them in the first place? Well, it's actually easier than you think. We have this really cool internal system called our internal guidance system. And this system is telling us things throughout the day about what we are thinking. I do have another great video on the internal guidance system. Go check that out and come on back if you want, or watch it after this video. So this guidance system reacts to every thought that you have at any given moment, and it will let you know whether or not this thought is in or out of alignment with your purpose and your truth. Isn't that cool? But how does it do that? It actually does this by giving you a feeling, okay? And this is how it works, okay? So when you think a thought, whether it is a positive thought or a negative thought, your internal guidance system reacts by giving you a feeling, all right? So if you are thinking a positive thought that is in alignment with you and your purpose, then you will feel that by feeling inspired or uplifted or energetic or in a positive sense, okay? So you have that thought and then you have that feeling, and that feeling is reaction to that thought, all right? Now, if you have a negative thought, if you are thinking something that is not in alignment with your purpose and your truth, then you will feel bad. You will feel out of alignment. You will feel like a closure and constriction. It will not feel good. Now, the hard part about this is most often we attribute that bad feeling to the thought, thinking that, well, it's the thought that's bad, so I must be feeling bad because the thought is bad. But actually, that's not why you're feeling bad. You're feeling bad because your internal guidance system is telling you that the thought or thoughts that you are thinking are so far away from your truth and your purpose that that's what's feeling bad. So it's telling you, hey, you need to change your thoughts if you want to manifest the things that are in alignment with you and your purpose and your truth. So how do we change these thoughts? How do we do it? Well, we just notice how we feel, okay? So if you're going through your day and you pretty much feel good and you feel in alignment and in the flow and things are happening in a positive way, then there's nothing that you need to change. You're already in the flow. You're already manifesting your purpose. You're already in alignment. So like I said, there's nothing to do and nothing to change. But if all of a sudden you notice that you don't feel good, then immediately pay attention to the corresponding thought or thoughts that you are having in that moment, okay? So in that moment, if you are feeling lousy, think, what am I thinking right now? Okay, and pay attention to that thought, because that thought is not in alignment with you. All right, so now we have to change that thought. How do we do that? Well, we modify our thought. All right, and we use our internal guidance system to help us through this process, because as we modify this thought, we're going to run it through our internal guidance system to see whether or not that thought is or isn't in alignment with us. Okay, so let's try this out. Let's say I have a thought, for an example, like, I'm a lousy person. I can never get these things right. I'm always screwing up. Well, that thought feels pretty lousy, right? And immediately you have like a closing feeling like, okay, yeah, that doesn't feel good at all. How can I modify this thought? Well, the first thing I can think is, perhaps I can change the thought a little bit and modify it a little bit to, well, I'm not always getting things wrong. I'm not always messing up. It's just sometimes. Well, that feels a little bit better. Not tons better, but it's at least not as bad as the original thought. But I can do better, right? Because I need to raise it to at least a point of neutrality. Because if you're in that point of neutrality, then you're not affecting your manifestation either way. You're allowing manifestation to continue without you, so to speak. So we want to raise it to at least a neutrality and hopefully above neutrality. So let's keep on going. All right, so let's modify this thought further. Well, maybe I'm just being hard on myself today. Let's look at all the great things that I've been doing. Let's look at all the positive changes that I've made. Yeah, wow, that's starting to feel a little bit better, but I could do better, right? Well, actually, you know what? Everybody makes mistakes all the time, and today is just one day out of many days. And if I look at all the other days, I'm doing pretty darn well, right? So, yeah, that's starting to feel a little better. I actually feel good on the beginning stages of good on that one. So I'm actually moving out of that state of neutrality and into a positive state where I'm starting to feel like a breath of fresh air. I'm starting to feel like a sense of relief. And that's what you're looking for, is that sense of relief. Like, yeah, that thought feels better. I feel good. I actually feel good. And that feeling is letting you know that you are getting back into alignment. All right, so you can keep on modifying that thought, using your internal guidance system to let you know whether or not your thought is in alignment with you and your purpose. And just keep on going until it feels as good as you can get, okay? Now, some thoughts may be harder to reach for, and that's okay. And if you can only make it to a state of neutrality, that's okay, all right? Don't worry about it. But if you can go further and further to a point where you start to feel really good and really jazzed and really excited, then go for that point. Because when you're at that point, now you are really manifesting, right? You are really manifesting in accordance to your purpose and your truth of who you are. And those 80% thoughts that were all negative before are now turning into positive thoughts. So now think how much of a powerhouse you are becoming in manifesting your purpose. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, this is a really, really simple tool. All you need to do is pay attention to how you are feeling in any given moment. If you are feeling good, there's nothing to change. If you are feeling bad, immediately pay attention to the thoughts that you are thinking in that moment. And then adjust those thoughts by using your internal guidance system to get to a point of at least neutrality. But if you can go further and feel good in those thoughts, and like I said, your internal guidance system will let you know by not only that sense of relief, but that sense of feeling connected and inspired, okay? So look for that. And the more you do that, the easier it's going to get. It's going to get so much easier that pretty much it will eventually become an automatic response, okay? That you're basically training yourself to immediately respond in a positive way by changing your thinking, okay? And this will change you into a manifesting powerhouse. So, this is an amazing tool. Try it out and get used to it. And remember, the thoughts that you are thinking are so powerful and they affect your reality. So, by changing your thoughts, you are changing your reality. Isn't that awesome? So, play with this and have some fun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. Also, if you want to share this video, go for it. I would love for people to have this information freely and openly. Anyway, also, if you would like to work together with me, I will put my contact information below. Please reach out. I would love to work together with you. I also have a psychic development meetup group, which I will put down below as well. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day and thank you so much for watching.